Leading our bulletin this afternoon, BLF is set to lay murder charges against Enterprise Foods and Rainbow Chicken over the Listeriosis outbreak. The criminal charges are in connection with the over 180 deaths attributed to the outbreak. The charges come after the source of the outbreak was traced to 3 production plants belonging to the companies. BLF says the companies have known about the contamination since February 14th but did nothing about it. Meanwhile, Enterprise Foods factory in Germiston remains temporarily closed due to the findings. President of Black First Land First, Andile Mqidama, joins us on the phone line. Mr. Mqidama, thank you very much for your time. Now, we understand that you plan to lay criminal charges against Enterprise Foods. Have you in fact done so, or you're in the process of doing that?
Yes, we've just arrived at the police station now in Hillbrow, where we are going to lay charges of murder and attempted murder against several businesses which are associated with the 180 people who were killed and over 1,000 who survived. Basically, the charges are murder for those who were killed, poisoned, and attempted murder for those who have survived. The culprits is Tiger Brands, Enterprise Foods, Remgro, which is also owned by Johan Rupert, and Rainbow Chicken.
Now, Mr. Mqidama, are you privy to perhaps more facts than we are? Because we heard from the health minister that other manufacturers are still under investigation. The only ones that he could give us at this point was Rainbow Chickens as well as Enterprise Foods. So did you perhaps establish through other means of the others?
Yes, these entities we're talking about are associated either through shares or as subsidiaries of Tiger Brands or Rainbow Chicken. We, however, this morning, Black First Land First has gone out to monitor the removal of these poisonous products from the shelves. And we were shocked to find that Shoprite and Checkers and Pick and Pay have not removed these products. We have persuaded them to do so. In some instances, they have refused at point blank. We are going to continue to monitor and go to those shops. If by 1 o'clock these products are still on the shelves, we are going to remove them ourselves. But it also shows that Tiger Brands and Enterprise Foods knows, including Rainbow Chicken, that the minister is not serious. No one is talking about consequences. No one is talking about criminally holding them accountable for having murdered so many people. We as BLF are shocked that our government is not taking serious, strong actions to deal with these white monopoly capital. It shows that in South Africa, if you're a white business, you can even murder people for profits, and there will be no strong action taken against you. That is why our movement is going to open these cases now, and we're going to make sure that those who are responsible, who are making profits out of murdering our people, are held accountable.
But at this point, can we ascertain that, in fact, of those 180, it is these very two Enterprise Foods and Rainbow Chicken that many are talking about? Or it could be now something that's even bigger than just these two. So is it not going to be more difficult to prove that how many of those 180 could we possibly say died as a result of products specifically from Enterprise or Rainbow Foods?
No, you're absolutely right. We do expect, in fact, a bigger expose on this. For instance, we don't accept the proposal of the minister that the source of this outbreak is only in this processing plant. What about the source where the products come from? And we don't know those, and it's not telling us about this. And we believe that actually many suppliers are responsible for contamination because they don't care and they just want a profit. That's the one thing. On the other, we don't even believe it's only 180 people. We believe it's more people who have been killed by this poison. But we are moving from the facts at hand. What we know now is that indeed it is Tiger Brands, Enterprise Food, Rainbow Chicken, which are implicated directly. And we know that 180 people were killed by this bacteria which come from their plants.
But then beyond this, I can tell you that on the ground, generally South Africans at this point are very confused. They're even going as far as thinking even vegetables and fruits are contaminated. I mean, so where do we start at this point?
You see, it is true. Our people are correctly confused because the Minister of Health has been sending conflicting messages. We were told it was vegetables, we must wash vegetables. We were told it was chickens, we were told it is fruit. Now all of a sudden they are confining this to only plants in Polokwane and also in the Free State. So we, and East Rand, we don't believe that the minister knows what he's talking about, and our view is that the minister must in fact be removed from his position. Furthermore, we are shocked that Parliament has not by now called for the minister to come to account, called for Tiger Brands to come, Enterprise Food and Rainbow Chicken. This is a national crisis where our people's lives are in danger, but we don't see any serious intervention from our government. In our view, it shows again that white monopoly capital is given license in this country to be corrupt, to even kill for profits.
And then beyond this, I understand that your focal point right now is business, but are you looking perhaps to also broaden this awareness beyond just criminal charges to say we've got businesses in the locations, they sell kotas, you even have school nutrition programs, they could be eating anything with some of those products. So are you broadening perhaps this conversation around listeriosis as BLF to say that we've got to ensure that lives of South Africans are saved in this respect, so we've got to monitor not just the businesses that are selling, but also those that bought perhaps a month ago and decide to say, as small businesses, we want to save our pennies, we're going to sell this food?
Absolutely. Now, Black First Land First is saying, we can't just say these products are poisonous and they must be removed when we know this is a staple diet of our people in the township. And they also provide business for our small-scale business people. Our government is not saying it is giving relief to small-scale business. Our government is not saying it's providing alternatives. Our people, children's, food to learners, it's all these dangerous products. Our government has not chipped in with an alternative to make sure our children are not going to starve. Also, small-scale business in the townships, they must be subsidized for losing business as a consequence of these rogue elements of white monopoly capital who have been deliberately negligent because they're chasing profits. We must not allow small business to suffer as a result of the removal of these products. So we are saying as BLF, government must come into all our townships and in squatter camps and in the villages, provide alternatives subsidized by government, including making sure that small businesses are taken care of. It is the same as if it was a drought. This is a crisis created deliberately, of course, by white monopoly capital. And we must not allow our people to suffer because of the actions of white capital, which doesn't care for the lives of our people. Because these products, we know, are consumed by black people. They are targeting us for making profits through poison. Clearly, we believe this is a premeditated process by white monopoly capital.
No, Mr. Mqitama, thank you very much for your time. That's Andile Mqitama, president of BLF, talking to us following that recall, an announcement yesterday by the health minister of a recall of Enterprise Foods products as well as Rainbow Chicken products, which are said to be the source of listeriosis.